Welcome to Can You Cook It in a Kettle, the only segment on Australian television which tries to figure out whether or not you can cook food in a kettle. Now, I'm Katherine Powell and I'm incredibly sceptical about this idea, and I'm joined today by my fellow 3SSR members, John McLeish and Michael Thompson, and they've each picked a certain food that they're going to cook in this kettle. So fingers crossed we don't blow up the place. Let's get into it, guys. Joined here with our first contestant of the day, John McLeish. How are you feeling? I know there's a lot of pressure riding on this.
Well, I mean, it was my lunatic idea that came up with this. I was just sitting around one day and we were saying, hey, what if, I reckon you could cook potato gems in the kettle, and somebody said that's insane. So here we are, cooking potato gems in the kettle.
What's your process going into this challenge?
Well, ideally, I'd kind of like to get them to look like they do on the packet. So I want that kind of a golden brown look to them. They never actually turn out that way, even through traditional cooking methods.
So are you going for a full boil, or are you going to go half boil and then put them in?
No, I'm going, I reckon we start on a half boil because these are frozen. They've thawed out a little bit, but they're still a little bit hard. So we might half boil the kettle, let it cool for a minute, bung it in, and then boil it again. So hopefully they'll defrost a little. I hope they'll defrost a little bit more than they are now, because otherwise you're going to end up with potato gems that are like really nice and crispy on the outside, but rock solid on the inside, and that's never a good thing, never a good way to go.
Sounds like you're a man with a plan there, John. We're going to get you straight into the kitchen now. Good luck, and we'll see you on the other side.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Now, what are we thinking for gems? How many gems are you using, John?
Okay, well, at the moment we're going to do a pre-boil, so we're just going to get that to just cook up first, because we don't want to bung it straight into cold water. I have no idea how long this one's going to cook for. My kettle at home is really sophisticated. It has a little timer on it.
Oh, wow.
The other problem is that we're watching a kettle, and as the old adage goes, it means it probably won't boil at all. So now we're just going to wait for that.
That's okay.
Does that need to be clicked in?
Oh.
All right, let's see if that makes a difference.
This is like all good cooking shows. Nothing happens, so it's fine.
Oh, that's right.
Well.
Yeah, this is the extremely boring part they don't show you on most cooking shows, where you're just waiting for things to happen. So usually there's a little like thingy, I don't know what the hell that's called, it's a little clock transition thingy, and then they go, and it's done, and here is your fresh meal. And it's like, no. Or they have something they prepared earlier, which actually means they just didn't film for an hour and they
How much water do you actually put in there?
I did put in just under a litre.
It's definitely warm.
It's definitely warming. Awesome.
So you're more of a gourmet gem man?
I am a gourmet gem man. Well, it's about making do with what you got. I mean, just because you're extremely poor doesn't mean you can eat
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a boil.
Here we go. So we're getting that steamed.
John McLeish, you are boiled. Get ready for...
We're going to take that off for the minute and just going to let that sit for a minute. Just let that steam rise, because we want that to cool off a little bit. We don't want it to cool too much, but we do want to take it away from boiling point. Which
now, how many gems are we going for?
Well, let's see. I suppose I'm just going to go with a handful. See, and I've got small hands, so this might not be that much. See, so let's put them in one at a time then. So we got.
Let's not splash them. Jesus. 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. There's a little bit of debris already. We've got some disintegrated gems in the boiling water. So the gems have been in for about a minute. Are you happy so far?
Well, just taking a look at them now, I mean, they're still floating. It looks like they've started to soften up a bit, but they haven't quite reached that brown yet. So what we might do is we're going to put the lid down, we're going to hit that cook button, and we're going to see what happens. So we just got to wait for it to finish coming off the boil. There we go.
All right.
We might wait for that to settle down.
Yes.
Okay, so that's settled. And let's take a look at what we've got. So let's move this out of the way.
Here we go.
Let's have a look inside. Oh dear. Well, that failed spectacularly.
Okay, John, you've just cooked potato gems. It's a little bit of a disaster.
Yep.
They disintegrated and the remnants are actually still in the kettle.
Yep.
Is this sabotage?
Not well. I mean, that wasn't my initial thought when I did. I mean, there's a silver lining on every grey cloud, and I'll take this as my silver lining.
Yeah.
That if I can't win, neither can Michael. So I'm good with that.
Absolutely. Well, your potato gems are actually filling up about a quarter of the kettle. I don't know how we're going to go in terms of popcorn making in there, but hey, it's going to be a bit of a collaboration. Anyway, John, thank you so much for joining us, and good luck with the competition. Next time on Can You Cook It in a Kettle? So Oh, we've got a massive boil.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
It's boiling a lot.
It's boiling.